finally revealed the truth behind Grandmaster Flash's legendary legal battles and how the man who invented modern DJing fought not just for money, but for his name, his legacy, and the very soul of hip-hop. At 67, Joseph Sadler has opened up about the rumors that nearly destroyed his career and the empire he built from 2 turntables and pure innovation. For decades, whispers followed Flash through the industry. Lawsuits, splits, false credits, and bitter feuds painted a picture of chaos behind the music. But the real story isn't about greed or betrayal. It's about a visionary who refused to let anyone steal what he created. Joseph Sadler's journey began long before the courtrooms and contracts. Born in Barbados, he moved to the Bronx as a child, landing right in the heart of what would become hip-hop's birthplace. The vibrant yet challenging environment of 1970s New York shaped his early life and musical vision. His father's extensive record collection sparked his initial fascination with music, while his technical education in electronics at vocational high school would prove crucial to his future innovations. Flash's childhood habit of secretly playing his sister's records, particularly Be My Baby by the Ronettes, revealed an early connection to music that went beyond casual listening. He was studying sound, understanding rhythm, and preparing for something bigger than anyone could imagine. His development as a DJ came through meticulous observation of local pioneers like DJ Kool Herc and Africa Bambaataa. Flash first encountered Herc while hearing Listen to Me and experienced The Mexican at one of Herc's legendary parties, noting its impressive volume from 2 blocks away. Herc's breakbeat technique, using 2 turntables to extend instrumental breaks from popular dance songs, became the foundation Flash would revolutionize. In 1974, Flash acquired his first legitimate DJ sound system, marking the occasion by playing Isaac Hayes' hyperbolic syllabics Esquadella Mystic. His early gigs included spinning Sissy Strut in the Park for Pete DJ Jones and playing Do You Like It during his first club DJ set. These experiences demonstrated his deep immersion in the nascent DJ scene before achieving widespread recognition. But Flash wasn't content to simply copy what came before. His electronics background enabled him to engineer solutions to technical limitations. He refined Herc's breakbeat technique by introducing rapid backspinning and juggling the break between 2 turntables. The backspin technique allowed quick reversal of records to repeat sections, extending and manipulating instrumental breaks to create continuous, dance-friendly music flow. Flash pioneered scratching, transforming the turntable into a percussive instrument. He developed seamless mixing techniques and, most importantly, engineered and built a crossfader system. This invention enabled him to monitor mixes on headphones and swiftly switch between audio channels, essentially creating the modern turntable mixer setup that provided DJs with complete control over when breaks would come in. His relentless pursuit of the perfect beat involved intricate manipulation of vinyl records to isolate and extend instrumental breakbeats, which became the backbone of hip-hop songs. Flash's innovations fundamentally redefined the turntable, elevating it from a mere playback device to a full-fledged musical instrument. In 1981, Flash released The Adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel, a landmark recording widely regarded as the Rosetta Stone of turntablism. This iconic 7-minute track holds the distinction of being the first record ever to feature a single individual utilizing only 2 turntables and a mixer as primary instruments. Flash masterfully demonstrated his ability to seamlessly mix and scratch elements from more than 10 different songs, including sampling Genius of Love by Tom Tom Club. By 1978, Flash had formed the Furious Five by recruiting rappers Cowboy, Mel Mel's brother Kid Creole, Scorpio, and Raheem. Initially known as the 3 MCs, the group expanded to become the legendary lineup that would change hip-hop forever. Even before recording, their dynamic stage act at South Bronx clubs achieved legendary status, largely due to Flash's exceptional DJing prowess. Together, they infused the nascent hip-hop scene with a new level of energy and creativity that defined the genre's sound and live performance aesthetic. In July 1982, everything changed with The Message. This seminal track presented a grim portrait of ghetto life through chilling social commentary, powerfully encapsulated by the iconic refrain, "It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under." The record changed hip-hop forever, fundamentally retooling its public image from predominantly party music and helping usher in the age of the hardcore MC. The Message established Flash and the Furious Five as pioneers of socially conscious protest rap, inspiring subsequent artists like Public Enemy's Chuck D and Boogie Down Productions' KRS-One to create provocative social commentary. The trajectory from initial party music to profound social commentary represented a critical turning point in hip-hop's artistic development. But success brought complications. Flash and the Furious Five recorded for Sugar Hill Records, considered hip-hop's flagship label during their tenure. However, this period was marked by significant legal disputes that would reshape the industry. In 1983, Flash initiated a lawsuit against Sugar Hill Records, seeking $5 million in unpaid royalties. A central claim was his demand for the right to use his own name and the name of his group, the Furious Five. The lawsuit highlighted a significant conflict of interest arising from Sylvia Robinson, Sugar Hill's co-founder, simultaneously managing Flash's group and producing their recordings. The court's ruling awarded Flash only the right to use his own name. This partial victory had immediate and profound consequences. The Furious Five effectively split, with some members opting to remain with Sugar Hill Records and others departing alongside Flash. The release of White Lines Don't Do It further complicated the situation. This anti-cocaine song was released in 1983 and credited to Grandmaster and Mel Mel, with some international issues crediting Grandmaster Flash and Mel Mel. However, by its release, Flash had already ceased touring with Mel Mel and was actively engaged in his lawsuit against Sugar Hill for back royalties. The record was falsely credited to include Flash's name by Sugar Hill, a deliberate attempt to fool the public into thinking Flash had participated on the record. This contentious dispute led to the formal parting of factions within the Furious Five. Following the split, Mel Mel, Scorpio, and Cowboy formed Grandmaster Mel Mel and the Furious Five and released an album under that name in 1984. Concurrently, Flash, Kid Creole, and Raheem signed with Elektra Records. Meanwhile, Sugar Hill Records faced another devastating legal challenge. The label was sued by New York City band Liquid Liquid over unauthorized use of their single Cavern. Mel Mel's White Lines had appropriated the bass line from Cavern, note by note, and echoed some lyrics without obtaining proper clearance. Liquid Liquid's label, 99 Records, successfully sued Sugar Hill, winning a costly court battle that resulted in a substantial $600,000 judgment. In direct response to this massive judgment, Sugar Hill Records declared bankruptcy to circumvent paying the amount, underscoring a pattern of miserly and controlling ways that earned them a horrible reputation in the hip-hop community. The original lineup briefly reunited in 1987 for a charity concert performance at Madison Square Garden. This reunion led to recording their second studio album, On the Strength, in April 1988. However, this proved to be the Furious Five's final album together. The reception was lukewarm, and it failed to achieve the widespread success of The Message. Consequently, the group permanently disbanded thereafter. Following the split, Flash embarked on his solo career, releasing several studio albums including They Said It Couldn't Be Done, The Source, and Bout Up Boom Bang. Beyond his recordings, he took on production roles, notably producing Just Ice's 1990 album, Masterpiece, and continued touring sporadically throughout the 1990s. He also served for 5 seasons as musical director for HBO's The Chris Rock Show, showcasing his versatility and continued influence beyond traditional DJing. Despite their monumental contributions to music in the late 1970s and early 1980s, official recognition came decades later. In 2007, Flash and the Furious Five achieved historical recognition as the first hip-hop act inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Their contributions were further acknowledged with a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2021. Today, Flash's innovations fundamentally reshaped the landscape of modern music. He is unequivocally credited with pioneering the use of the turntable as a legitimate musical instrument. His groundbreaking techniques became the foundational elements of modern DJing and hip-hop production. His profound influence extends to virtually anyone who engages in sampling or scratching today, rendering them indebted to Flash. The legal battles weren't setbacks. They were proof that his name mattered. Flash didn't just fight for money, he fought for identity, for control, and for the right to innovate on his terms. Those whispered rumors about greed and chaos, they were cover stories for a revolution that changed music forever. From Bronx parks to global stages, Grandmaster Flash transformed 2 turntables and a vision into the foundation of modern music. If you respect what Flash built, hit that like button. And if you love hip-hop, make sure to subscribe for more untold stories from the culture.